Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a FV3805. It's a tier 9 British SPG. It's located on the westboard of Airfield, and this one is under the command of ProvoBob. And that means he's on the Asia server, because ProvoBob is in Australia. Now, it's basically a Centurion variant. Yes, after the British designed the Centurion, they looked for other variants that they could build using the Centurion hull. And the FV3805 was one of them. Oh, now he's got in the way of the M53, M55, who's proceeding to nudge him. Not sure they are friends, actually. There you go. Anyway, it looks to me like ProvoBob's actually got the top gun on this tank at the moment, because it's the 7.2 inch. Yes, it is. It's got 900 alpha. This Arty can carry a 6-inch gun and a 5.5 inch. Now, the 5.5 inch is very similar to that. Oh, he's just counter-batteried! He just guessed where the enemy Arty was, and he just took him out. An M53, M55 taken out with a blind shot on his first shot in the game. Unbelievable. It's very rare you see that, but he just guessed that the guy might be there, and he was. Well, getting back to the my spiel about the gun, just fires another round in. No, that one hit the ground, but it might have been near that enemy tank. It can carry either the 5.5 inch, which is the gun you find on the Crusader SP, the tier 7 British SPG, which actually didn't exist, or it can carry a 6-inch, which you would normally see on the FV207, which was another of the variants of British fighting vehicles that they came up with, but again didn't get built. But the FV3805, well, they did build one of those, and they built an FV304. They were prototyped, but they never saw action, they never saw production. Rounds out the Leopard prototype. Direct hit for 409, non-penetrating shot. 900 alpha, that makes that a low roll, because it's half the alpha damage. If the alpha's 900, it's half of that if it's non-penetrating. Okay, switches over to Heavy Tank Alley, and a couple of the tanks have gone around the corner. Type 4 and an IS-7. He's almost reloaded. Rounds out. Oh, lovely shot right onto the turret of the Type 4 Heavy. But it only did a critical hit on him. It stunned him and critical hit him. Now, he's got about a 30-second reload on this Arty. It is quite a high caliber, so he does have to wait rather longer than others. And, well, there's a Heshbon, and they've got very thin armour. So if he can land a shell on that, he might do a lot of damage with one shell. Let's have a look and see, does he hit him? Rounds out. Oh, now that disappeared without an explosion. So I suspect the FV4005 is now missing most of his hit points. There's a Waffenträger. He's also got very, very little hit points and very little armor. Oh, and there's the FV. Yes, he's lost half his hit points. He was stunned, which means that he did get a direct hit, and I think he must have picked up something close to 1,000 hit points of damage off him. Lines up the shot, rounds out. Would he get the kill? No, he didn't, but the kill went to our M53, M55, who cheekily fired a round at the same time, and that FV4005 is now out the game. Now, it's a tier 10 game with tier 9 tanks in it, so he will be earning extra XP during the game for every tier 10 that he hits, and he's now marked the IS-7 as his next target. He's almost loaded. Well, that IS-7 is dashing for the cover of that rock. So ProvoBob's changing his aim and moving the gun around, the vehicle around, so he can try and get a shot on the IS-7. The good thing about the FV3805 is it does have fairly wide arc, and that's because the gun is mounted in a swivel mount. If you saw that on the vehicle, the engine's up front, and the gun is mounted in the centre of the vehicle with a very wide arc, and the gun can pivot round through that arc, and it means you get very little reticule bloom when you're adjusting your aim to a new target. That can be very handy at getting quick shots at the enemy. Well, that Type 4 just took a huge chunk out of our T-54. He's looking to see if he can get a shot somewhere in there. He thinks there's an enemy tank peeking through that area. The Leopard prototype maybe, or a Progetto 65. Well, the 60 TP was there, but was there any other tank hiding in that corner? I'm not so sure. Ah, the IS-7 came around the corner. Unfortunately, our Super Conqueror just got wiped out by the Waffenträger, and the IS-7 has gone as well to that M53, M55. And over here we can see the Waffenträger disappearing into the distance after killing our Super Conk. A Batchat 25 ton has gone into that little corner, and I think ProvoBob's going to have a go. Rounds out. Oh, he got a direct hit! And the M53, M55 followed up. So that tank, that Batchat 25 is probably suffering at this moment. He did get a direct hit because the shell disappeared again without an explosion. But unfortunately, the Batchat just killed our M53, M55. So he must have been spotted at long range and taken out the game. Okay, lining up a shot on the Jaegeru. Direct hit, 271. He does have rather strong armor, so it's difficult to do damage. Difficult to get a pen. That Waffenträger on our team has actually killed the Type 4 Heavy on the enemy team. Oh, now that T-54 went down over the edge to get at our Char Future, who's obviously in his reload cycle because he's not fired back. And yeah, the Char Future is in trouble. We're loaded now, but he fires around in to try and save our teammate. Unfortunately, he stunned both of them, which means now he won't get the high caliber. The T-54 did take some damage, but only 259 hit points, and he's pushing that Char Future around. It's no good as a face-to-face confrontational tank, I'm afraid, the Char Future, because of that long reloading cycle. ProvoBob's loaded again. He fires another round in. It lands short this time. Stuns both of the tanks again. I think the Char Future is on his last legs. Is he loaded? If he is, the T-54 is in trouble. And yeah, unfortunately, Char Future did die to the T-54. But the T-54 is now a one-shot. Only 14 hit points left. The unfortunate thing is that we're now down to just 4 teammates. Our team, he fires a blind shot in there trying to hit the T-54. Unfortunately didn't succeed, and now it's just the Waffenträger and 3 Artys. I thought it was actually one of our M53, M55s that died. In fact, it was one of the enemy ones. They had 2 M53, M55s, and here comes the enemy 60 TP. Our M53, M55 is pulling away, so he's going to probably get one shot before he dies. Oh, takes him round from the Batchat, the one he hit earlier, and he gets killed. The Batchat gets killed. The Batchat was taken out by the M53, M55, and now they're probably about to die as well. Yes, he is a one-shot, the M53, M55. And there he goes. The Waffenträger killed him. And now it's just the Waffenträger Aufpanzer 4 on our team. And he's facing 2 tanks and a Waffenträger. So he won't last very long. There you go, it's all over. Sadly, this one was a defeat. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it's the first mark of excellence for ProvoBob in the FV3805. It's funny how it always seems to be a loss where you actually get your marks of excellence. I don't know why that is. I've seen a replay earlier today where somebody managed to get their 3rd mark of excellence on a defeat as well. Yes, it seems to happen that way. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this one. He got 11, and ProvoBob's win rate was 2,994, which is Unicum standard. Let's have a look at the team score. He didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the 60 TP on the enemy team. Got 6,304 hit points of damage and a Confederate, not a high caliber. The next high score on damage was the T-54 with 3,663. That was the one that killed the Char Future 4, and he got a Lever Slayer's medal in that game. And the next high score after that in terms of damage was the Batchat 25 ton on ProvoBob's team, who got a Pascucci's medal and 3,113 hit points. ProvoBob got 3,033. Wasn't that far behind, so he was in the top scorers, the top 4. When it came to kills though, it was actually shared between the Batchat 25 ton and the T-54 on the enemy team. Both got 3 kills, 2 kills the Leopard prototype, both M53 M55s on his own team, and 4 tanks on the enemy team. The 60 TP, the Waffenträger auf Panzervier, the Progetto 65 and the Jägeru. And I'm afraid ProvoBob only got the 1 kill. Yes, joint 3rd place, but he did get 1 kill, and yes, so that's all he could show in this battle, but it was a good one because it was the first shot of the game and he took out one of the enemy Artys. When it came to base XP, it was the winning team who got the highest. Yes, the T-54 got 1,159, the 60 TP 1,080, the Waffenträger auf Panzervier got 875, ProvoBob only got 582 base out of that game, but it still put him top of his own team. He fired 13 rounds, got 9 direct hits, 1 penetration, 11 splash. Damage of 3,033 hit points, of which 2,606 were at more than 300 meters. That last shot he fired at the Batchat 25 was at fairly close range. He received 2 hits, I'm afraid both were penetrations, yes, badly damaged, and 8 enemy vehicles were damaged, 1 killed, and 1,887 hit points of stun assist off 11 stuns. On a free-to-play account, he earned 34,689 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply took away a loss of 3,601 credits. He received 582 base XP, and there's no multipliers, so that's all the experience points he took away from that game. But at least he took away his first mark for this game, and he'll be looking forward to getting his second mark as soon as he can get it up to speed. If you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.